Say so right now until the truth comes out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. Say so right now, left alone, cried out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. I don't understand what they want from me. They take my hands, washing them in dirty water. Try to find what's right in a distant place, so far away. The silence fills my heart with empty space. But now I'm sure of where I'll go from here. And tensions rise, they push me to divert my vision. But I will break the ceiling and the walls that kept me in for all this time, and all the reasons that I cannot find. They'll break for me to fall under that pressure. They'll wait for me to give it up. Well, I will not work against the forces I trust. Have to stay above the rushing water. I will do my best to keep myself composed. It takes a lot not to overload. They can't tell me what is right for me.
Hello everyone, this is Wildland's Helper, back on the EU server second Prove Your Skill tournament, day 3, Blitz Summer Cup, prize pool $50,000, so a lot for grabs, a lot up for grabs. So, if you have been following my streams and other streams, you will know by now the previous skill tournament format. It's a double elimination of 4 teams for stages 1 and 2, and the team that loses 2 rounds gets eliminated, and the 2 teams that are in the grand final will advance to the next round. Those games are played the best of 3 series. However, tonight we're not following the stage 1 and stage 2. We're following the third stage, which is an 8-team single elimination. The games are played the best of 5 series, except the final and the third place matches, where they will be played in the best of 7 series. Hopefully, there will be no bug with regards to the number of battles to play in the final and the third place matches, because it happened in the last previous Guild Tournament series and the third place matches. The teams only played in the best of 5 series, so hopefully that will be fixed tonight. But we are not going to be following the battle for the match for third place. So just to visualize, this is the 14 double elimination, very straightforward, and this is the 8-team single elimination. Okay, so here are the number of cups that you can earn. It is the same for all 4 previous Guild tournaments. This is only for the EU server. If you are playing on the APAC and the NA server, they have a different system. So don't take this as the right system for APAC and also NA servers. But tonight the teams can earn as many as 2011 cups, and I think the gap is going to be what separates the teams in the end, rather than the sheer number of cups. The high number of cups that you can earn in the first 2 stages are just kind of like just acting as a system to prevent teams from just playing very well in the first couple of previous Guild tournaments and then not simply show up in the end. Or what happened to the Apex server last season is that some teams just play for like 1 previous Guild tournament and they are still in the lower echelon championship. But that will not happen on the EU server because there are like lots of teams on the EU server. But just gives you a sense that every team has to register in each previous Guild tournament so that they can get into the echelon championships. This is the timeline for the Blitz Summer Cup 2023. As you can see, the dates are from the 9th to 23rd, and after the 23rd, we'll find out the leaderboard of the teams. The top 8 will qualify to the Professionals Tournament. The 9th to the 16th place will qualify to the Challengers Tournament, and the other 16 teams below will qualify to the Lower Echelon Championship. And the top 4 of the Professionals Tournament will qualify to the Blitz Summer Cup, where the prize pool for each region is $50,000, separated between the top 4. So lots of money up for grabs. And this is basically why a lot of teams are training really hard for this season, and that is also one of the reasons why you're seeing an uptake in the number of teams on the APAC and NA servers. This is the schedule for July. Thanks Tony for providing this lovely graphic. So the kind of the competitive tournaments are highlighted in purple, and the ones that you can play casually with your clanmates are highlighted in yellow. And you don't have to be the same clan to play these quick tournaments. You can actually just form a team comprised of players from different clans, or even without a clan. And this is a really great way to chill out with your friends. And some of the tournaments have a smaller size so that you're able to gather a group without having to worry about 7 players. But Saturday tournaments are the ones that you can earn coins, and you can redeem the coins for some exclusive prizes, and you can find them in the store if you don't know what I'm talking about. So tonight we're following Group 3. Group 3, we have RBMK getting a bye in the semi-final. S-Will versus Pog. This one will be an interesting one. My bet is going for Pog, but I don't think S-Will is going to make it easy. simply speaking. Have not really heard of the clan, but the players are quite promising. So, and they've been training also. So Pog, although kind of the more popular team, as they have participated in the last couple of seasons, Eswell would not be the team that you want to underestimate. And whoever qualifies to face RBMK, it will be a tough opponent, but I do think Eswell or Paul could put up a good challenge and maybe create an upset. No, of course, RBMK consists of players from Pink Team. I think some from Akatsuki, I can't remember, but this team is definitely looking for a top 8. However, they lost to Legion in the semi-final, which condemned them to the match for 3rd place. So whether they can redeem a spot tonight, we will see. Rejects first up against OGC. Don't underestimate OGC by any means, because OGC, they came really close in beating Rejects in the first previous skill tournament, day 2. They barely lost 1-2, but it could have been catastrophic had Rejects lost to them. But I would say this is going to be an interesting show. And then we have ZGS Sagratus against Solve, and potentially we will see Sagratus in the semi-final, and we will see another set of brilliant battles, and whoever wins the semi-final will go on to the final, where they will meet either RBMK, Eswell, or Pog. And again, entertaining matches. I don't think you will be disappointed at all. For the rundown, this is with a fixed schedule, so just mark these times down. But on the stream, it will happen a little bit later due to a 3-minute delay imposed on the stream. This is a compulsory delay from Wargaming. This is to prevent teams from what we call stream sniping, so that teams don't know what tanks, what positions, what kind of strategies the other team is taking. And Thomas Peterson, as I've run run simulations, they are predicting the following 8 teams to qualify: APA, Aqua, Rejects, Legion, Ray, Bluff, Immortals, and TQT. Whether it will be these 8 teams, we'll find out. But I think we'll have a better picture after the games tonight. This is the power rating. Take it with a grain of salt. This is the power rating just after the 2nd day of previous skill tournament. So this will be updated after tonight with a much better rating, I would say, because FE69 is now RBMK, and I thought they were the face team from the spring season, but they didn't consist a lot of players from there, so I have to recalibrate them. But I also found that they don't have like more than half the of the Pink Team from like 2 to 3 seasons ago. So I've given them a completely new rating, which is much higher than this. So expect RBMK to be much higher than the 15th place after tonight, especially when they manage to beat Rejects. I could see them get into top 8 of the power rating, but we shall see. Then other clans that you might want to take note of, where the rating points might change a lot, will be Turks and Sagratus. Again, those 2 teams are like newly included into power rating, especially for the Turks team. They haven't been here for a really long time, so this rating could be inaccurate. But so this is why I say just take this table with a grain of salt, because highly unlikely it is exactly representative of the current EU Clan Wars scene. So just bear with me on this. This will be updated after tonight, where we'll have a better picture of the teams. Especially we have a lot of teams returning this season, so we don't know how well they're performing before the first skill tournament. So again, just don't take this too seriously. This is why I haven't posted on my server, because don't want people to just take it too seriously or just too personally. But yes, let's take a look at the groups. So we have RBMK getting a bye, but we already know the seeding of Group 3. Group 4, we have Legion getting a bye. They will face either OMW or Cryon. Cash against Cryer, and TUFUA versus INS. I'll be interested about TUFUA versus INS. INS have some terrible seeding, but they are fighting. They are performing really well this season. Group 6, we have I versus Vin7, DM APA versus B4L, and OPA versus 60Q. I'm a bit concerned about APA versus OPA here. That is a draw that I would hate to see, as OPA are also looking for the top 8, and they will have to fight really hard for that. But I will have to change the leaderboard, because that is not the leaderboard you should be seeing right now. This is the right leaderboard. No. This is not the right leaderboard. Come on. Yes, this is the right leaderboard. So Group 2, we have Zenith getting the bye. RBMK, the other team. This team consists of a lot of players from FaZe, so this is why I'm using the FaZe logo from the last season. And you also have ARWV there, and ARWV will be up against either Bot or Mercy, the Slaughterhouse team. Okay, so I'll get into a room and then we'll keep on talking about the teams. And hello Net, how are you doing? Great to see you here. We don't have a lot of people watching at the very beginning, unlike previous skill tournaments where we do have a couple of fans from Kraken Esports. They are in Group 7 this time round. They are up against Veil, which is a seeding that they don't want to be in. It's going to be tough. The Group 7 is kind of the group of death here, but it will shuffle the top 8 scene a lot, because we have Quake, Turks, TQT, Veil, all aiming for that top 8, and especially for Quake and TQT currently sitting in the 7th place with 90,267 cups. Group 1 Bluff getting a bye, and they are really looking to get into top 8 tonight. Oleni and Raid are also in the same group, and this will be a really good challenge for Raid to show that they deserve to be in the top 8. I've announced Group 2, you all know the teams. Again, RBMK. I have a couple of players from the pink team, so don't underestimate them by any means. Group 4, we have Legion getting a bye. Okay, I've announced that already. In Group 5, let's look at Group 5. Group 5, we have Unlucky versus MFG, Sos versus Buka, T4 versus Triad, and Immortals versus 7 Dogs. That will be streamed by Public Blast. Unlucky versus MFG would be really interesting to see, as MFG, again, very terrible seeding for them, but they have been playing pretty well, knocking out Zenith and WN7ED in the second day, as they are seeded higher than MFG. So really excited to see how they will perform tonight. Group 6, I think I've announced them. Yes, I've announced Group 6. So let's get into the room now, shall we? Let's look at Group 3. We have Rejects versus OGC. Rejects, they've revamped their team a lot, so a lot of players that were playing in Rejects in the spring season have already changed clans, and they've recruited a lot of really experienced players, but the issue is whether they can gel together for the summer season. We shall say. They had a relatively shaky start in the first Future Skill tournament, but they got the first place in all the stages in the end. So that matters the most for them. But that is what matters the most for them. But against OGC, Sagratus, and then RBMK tonight is going to be yet another challenge. OGC, can they create an upset and surprise everyone to knock out Reject? We shall find out now, and we first begin with Campsteer, a map that has got this notorious name due to the nature of A, B, and C being easily reset from both sides. It's possible to see teams just using all 7 minutes to kind of stop anyone from capturing those bases. And Rejects are taking a Carol 45T, which is an interesting tank. Not a tank that anyone would expect to be played in tournaments. And I hope you can hear me this time, because last time in the Apex server, OBS just reset my settings, but I've checked tonight and it should be working fine and dandy. Both teams are going for A and OGC. We're seeing the heavy tanks. 4 of them going beyond the ridge. But rejects are really doing their rejects thing, which is a lot of mobility. Look at them. 5 mediums and lights, or lights. I don't think they have a light tank actually. A double strip K, so they don't have a lot of hit points to begin with. They have to trade a lot better, but they have DPM and mobility, and that is going to be the center of their strategies. And they have put some great shots onto Dennis and Punisher. So now they just have to find a way to isolate tanks. But they have started the battle pretty well. But now Holy Sage and Oops have come from behind. Oh, Scorpion might be in some sort of trouble. Oops dropped the reactive armor. And now Bobby Fischer is coming from the other side. The E5 are going to buy time for OGC. OGC needs to respond now. Otherwise, rejects will kill the E5s. As rejects have taken out Oops. And Bobby Fischer is the focus for the OGC team. Oh, what was that shot from Dodd? Bobby Fischer needs to run away because he can't stay here for any longer. The focus is now on to OGC Holy Sage, or as they do not have the reactive armor anymore. So they don't want the reactive armor to be activated, but they are going for Dodd instead. But with, I don't know, some confusion with the targets able to focus on, but Dodd is dead. Holy Sage is dead as well, and now the focus is on to Matt of a Strip K of OGC, and that player is also gone. So it's now a 6 versus 3. Rejects. This strategy is working very well for them. Dennis is out. It's a 6 versus 2 now, as Cammy is the focus for rejects, and Dagobata is going to find Punisher Winch up there. I think pretty much the entire game farming OGC players. Cammy is now out of the fight, and the last person standing will be Punisher. And boy, rejects are starting this one very strongly. I'm impressed. They are back. They are back. They have shook off the inconsistency they had in the first Brewers Guild tournament. But I might have said this way too early. This lineup is very gutsy, very risky. It paid off well for them, but as we will see later on in tonight, this lineup will be a lineup that is going to either break or just work really well. Rejects 6 tags doing more than 2k. OGC unable to make a response. The double E5 strategy almost worked, but I mean, rejects was just completely ready for that, and even if they drop the reactive armor due to the sheer DPM that rejects possess, there is really nothing that OGC could do to deal with that, to be honest with you. Rejects, the focus fire was good, but I mean, there were lapses, but it wasn't enough to hurt them at all. So first win goes to rejects, and we will say the next battle, the second battle on Campsteer, rejects versus OGC. Can rejects pull off another great win with this strategy? But now this time they're dropping all the mediums and lights. They're going for quintuple strip case and triple AMX50Bs. On the other hand, OGC are going for double IS7, double strip case, double TVPs, and a T110E5s. Lots to be excited about. And will OGC show us why they're able to bring it very close to rejects in the first Brewers Guild tournament? The first battle, we haven't really seen that, but things could very well change in the second battle. Let's find out now. Rejects versus OGC, second battle on Campsteer. Just double checking the scoreboard. It's showing the right score line. Fantastic. AMX50B, triple AMX50Bs. The drop reload would be the apparent weakness, and if OGC can capture that, that will send the AMX50B rather useless. But you never know about rejects. They're going for another ultra aggressive strategy. Let's find out now. The 50Bs are pushing the strip case upward, and Winch and Bobby trying to fight one another with the lane to go up the ridge. But OGC are going to send 5 tanks over to C, potentially the double mediums are looking at Rejects going quite aggressive on A or just doing some crossfire there. Zaker has been spotted. And Punisher puts a great shot on that tank. Zaker drops a reactive armor, but I'm not sure if it's going to be that useful as Rejects are now trying to get Mad out of the way. Now down to 1 shot, and it's a first hand down as OGC are trying to get Play out of the fight. And Play is going to be in deep trouble, and Rejects will have to find a next target focus. The hit points are still in huge favor of Rejects. Dawn is out, but Play is also out. As Lovina and Bobby Fischer are now looking for Holy. Punisher needs to stay alive as long as they can, but Zaker is going to be focused for Nagabeta and Scorpion as Winch will probably drop down or maybe not. Holy Sage is out. Bobby Fischer and the rest of the team will go for Cammy instead, as Cammy will be hiding unsupported. Scorpion is out. Dennis is out. It's a 5 vs 3. It's a complete thrashing from Rejects, I'm afraid. OGC wasn't able to keep up with the momentum of Rejects. I feel very sorry for them. Again, nothing much they could do here. Rejects just simply on fire tonight. They are gearing up for the more difficult matches ahead of them. Punisher out, Zaker out. It's another battle win. 4 Rejects bring the scoreline to 2-0, and it's a match point to Rejects. Quick games. Whatever Rejects are doing here, they look invincible. Just like the spring season. Well done, Rejects. 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and OGC 3 tanks doing more than 2k. They look absolutely thriving. And I'm happy about that, because we're going to be seeing some exhilarating stuff as the second proof of skill goes by. Now, let's take a look at the next map, which will be NorCam D. I feel very sorry for some of the streamers which might see some very campy games, because NorCam D gets the notorious name too, because it's a 4-cap map. C and D will be captured, but the cap increase rate is just only 3 points per 2 seconds. A, B are hard to capture. I mean, you can try to capture A, but then there will be a lot of attention onto A, and B is just right out in the open. You can't really get that. So the way that Rejects are playing at the moment, I don't think we're going to be seeing a campy gameplay. But you never know. You don't want to be too predictable, because if you just play only one way, then the opponents will try really hard to find a counter to that. And you will never know what Rejects are going to do this time. I hope they're going to give us some breath with the toolbox of strategies they possess at the moment. OGC, they're desperately hoping to have a breakthrough, but this is going to be tough. Rejects looking absolutely in form, but it's just only the beginning. Rejects versus OGC. We are now entering the third battle. Rejects leading 2-0 at the moment. Really strong, dominant performance from Rejects, and OGC. Feel very sorry for them. Tonight is not the night, and that's not really due to them. I think OGC are relatively new, if I'm not mistaken, so they shouldn't be feeling too downhearted by this. At the end of the day, Rejects are one of the best teams on the EU server, so it's expected for the teams that are relatively new not to be coming very close. But it's good learning experience, as we already saw Rejects farming right at the beginning. Good shots onto Punisher, and Oops. Oops takes another hit. C will be captured by OGC, and OGC will try to defend the cap lead, of course, but Bobby Fischer will try to get A, the captain of the team, I believe, at the corner as well. Dodd gets a reset shot onto A, but Dodd will be reloading for a really long time, so I'm not sure if it's going to be enough to catch up, but Bobby Fischer says, nope, I don't need A. We're just going to rush as they are rushing right now. Punisher, Slovenia, Bobby Fischer, all going for Oops. Oops down to one shot, and it will be killed by Oops. And it's now 7 versus 6 as OGC are struggling to find a target to focus. As Rejects will be looking for Dawn potentially. No, Dennis. Dennis is quite isolated, but he has dropped the reactive armor. But the focus will be all on him. And Dennis can't survive for long, down to one shot. Negabator will get a killing blow to that tank. It is the case. 7 versus 5 now. Punisher, one shot, killed by Matt. And Bobby Fischer looking to chase around Dodd. But OGC might be looking for Bobby Fischer. No, they're looking for Slovenia instead. Rejects. Their next target could potentially be Cammy, but they're struggling a little bit. This could be a tiny breathing space that OGC really wants, but Rejects killed another tank. Scorpion down, Punisher down, 5 versus 4. The next tank that Rejects want to go for will be both Dodd and Cammy. Both of them are out of the fight. Slovenia is sent back to the garage as Matt will be hoping for Mercy, but an ambulance will be on their way to retrieve both Holy Sage and Matt. That means Rejects 3-0 against OGC. The focus fire discipline, the decisiveness. If I'm saying that Rejects are not contenders for the summer season, I will be lying 100%. This performance is just kind of a signature performance by Rejects to show what playstyle they're attempting, and I think again Rejects will be installed as huge favorites for winning the summer season. Of course, with the higher price pool, this is going to encourage them even more. Feel very sorry for OGC. Tonight's not the night for them, but it's against one of the best teams on the EU server, so this is a consolation prize for them. They've gone really far so far. I wish all the best for them. I hope they will come back stronger in the next 2 Pro Skill tournaments, and I hope they qualify to the Low Echelon Championship and show what they are capable of, because I'm not sure if they are like a relatively new team. If they are, great experience for them, and I hope you'll come back even better. But Rejects just, I don't know, just on another level, let's put it this way. An OGC, don't feel disheartened by this. I hope he will do better next time. Now, 3-0, very great battles from Rejects, and we are now going to be seeing Rejects qualifying to the semi-final as they will be facing either Sagratus or Solve. Let's see if we have results already from other groups, as our games have finished so quickly. We don't even have time to breathe. But I'll be playing some games while we are waiting, but let's see. No, I've gone to the wrong... Skill tournament on the portal. Okay, let's see. Oh, Ray, 3-0 against Dive, and they have qualified. Meanwhile, we have Aqua 3-0 against CIU, which they have qualified. Sagratus are still playing. Cash 3-0 against Kraya, and they have qualified. Next we have I 3-0 against Vin7, and they also have qualified. This is Group 6. Yeah, very quick games, so we don't have a lot of results so far. As I play a couple more, then we will know more. We'll find out more results. So I will be playing. There is a tank 121B. I want to get that birthday bonus. I will play that tank while we wait for more results to show up. Let's go. Rejects versus OGC, very promising stuff from Rejects, but this is just the beginning. If they want to continue to be top 8 team, they have to get the first place, of course, tonight. There are 7 groups, so if they finish second, that will put them at a tough situation. They don't want to be in that position, so Rejects tonight keep up that performance. Very strong start. LGC, once again, sorry for what has happened tonight. But we come back stronger. Let me focus on this. Ah! How that happen?
Ricochet.
Oh, that didn't work. Did it?
We've damaged them. We didn't penetrate their armor. That one didn't go through. Penetration. We didn't even scratch them. Penetration.
I'm now like spamming heat. I feel very sorry for doing that, but I can't pan if I don't use heat, so. Necessary evil. I think this is the term for that.
Got 'em.
Again, very sorry, but necessary evil again.
Enemy armor is hit.
Sorry for STB1, I have to do that. Sorry for going AFK, but I have to.
We've damaged
I need to
them.
win. I need to win, basically.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh well. That was that was a decent win from us. Great job, team.
Enemy armor is hit. Penetration.
Thank you. 4K, I think. Almost 4K. Almost 4K, so it's good. Let's see if we have more results now. 3.8K. Love that. Lovely. Lovely. Alright, so let's see with more results coming in. We do have some results coming in. RBMK, the second team, won 3-0 against Reina, and they're through. Bart still playing. Porg 3-0. What a great result from Porg team. Excellent performance from Porg. Let's hope you can beat RBMK. I was in Porg. I was invited personally by Wesley, so thank you very much for that. So I really want, I will give you, I will be behind you tonight for semi-final. Sorry, I'm following Rejects, so I have to support Rejects no matter what. Sagratus, they're still playing against Solve. He4 and more have both won in Group 5. So at the moment, a lot of 3-0s. Oh, Opa 3-1. Okay, now that's something different. Okay, APA are through as well. Quick 3-0. TQT 3-0. So we have more results coming through. We might have more after I play another game. So no big surprises so far. No upsets. No upsets. We are happy about this. And if you haven't voted in the poll, please do. Rejects are currently leading, and We're waiting whether Sagratus can qualify, so that I get the right 4 options and keep the poll going. Sagratus, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Let me see what missions I need to complete. I will play tanks that are going to do that job. Okay, I'll play some French. French and Soviet heavies, lights, something like that. Making sure I don't do something stupid on the stream. No, I don't think so. Yeah, let's go. 50B. Let's go. Right, let's go in. Whew.
Let's get this show on the road. Enemy armor is hit. Penetration. Penetration. Enemy armor is hit.
Right. I have to relocate. No, 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 no.
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged.
No, are we losing all the tanks here now? Oh, great kill. Jesus. Oh, we don't have the cat meat, which sucks. We'll have to rely on the mediums to spot for me now. I can't like spot.
Track hit. Enemy armor is hit. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Track hit.
Well, that's the tank gone. Oh, Sheridan, please don't die.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit. Observation device took a hit. We can only shoot close
Nope.
targets.
That was not nice.
Observation device repaired.
That was not nice. Whew. Do I have? Oh my God!
Stay low. This vehicle has had it.
Oh well. Oh well. Okay. I've done everything I could. Well, maybe I should have gone with heavies, but no. I don't like that position for obvious reasons. Well, never mind. Let's see if we have more results coming through. It's gut-wrenching, but 4K is 4K. We'll get something out of this, right? No mastery badges. Okay, let's see. We have more results coming in. Let's go. Okay, Acts 2 3-0 against Sesto. So well done to Acts 3. Olendi are still playing against South. Bart still playing. Sagratus 3-0 against Solve. Cryon 3-1 against OMW. INS 3-1. Well done, INS. Well done, well done. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. So well done to INS. You have impressed me again. Yet again. Yes, once again. This is I mean, their seeding is terrible, but winning against TUFUA. A game I think will go in favor of INS. So well done, INS. Oh, unlucky 3-1 against MFG. Big statement here. Big statement. But unlucky, deserved to qualify in this one. So well done to unlucky and DM 3-0. So we have the semi-final, all the semi-finalists of the group 6. Turks lost to TRNMT. Oh no, I thought Turks will have this one. Vale are still playing against Cricket Esports. That will get really close. So hopefully Cricket Esports pull this off, can pull this off. But Vale, we all know Fujit is supporting them, so this is going to be tough. Good luck to either team here. But yeah, I would have never expected TRNMT to win against Turks. This is probably the first upset of tonight. So we still have more games to, more results to come. Let's play the 50B again and see if we have more luck this time. But as you can say, whew, Turks did not qualify. And yeah.
Move out.
Oh, how did you bounce that? Or miss? I mean, might have been a bit too close probably, but yeah, thought you might not.
We've damaged them. Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is damaged.
Oh, that was a lot better this time. Well, we are winning. Very likely. We have total control over the west area. So now, let's see if we can finish them off. Okay, Death Star shot, so we know what's going on.
Critical hit. Crack hit.
No, what the heck?
Great shot. Penetration. Enemy armor is hit.
Oh, come on, please don't block this.
Crack hit.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, come on, please. Team. Come on. Carry this, please. No, come on. The Death Star is not doing so much. Death Star is doing so much. Come on. Team. Oh, yeah, that's good. Bounce, MOE, go for it. Yes. No, okay. I might have, come on. Just pray, for the love of God. Please win. Please win. Oh, come on. Maybe they have trouble now. Oh no. Oh dear. We lost again? For real? No, MLE. That was disappointing. We should have won that easily. Nah. Just wishing for a miracle at this point, but yeah, we'll go back to the lounge. Yeah. And see if there are more results coming through. Yeah, let's see. Let's find out now. Raid. Orlando 3-1 against South, so it's great scoreline for them. Next we have Mercy barely losing. So Barts are through. And they will meet Akbar with Sagratus. Well, we already know the results of Group 3, Group 4. I believe we have also know all the results. So's 3-1 against Buka, so it's to be expected. Group 6, I think we have known all the results already. Group 7, Vale versus Kraken Esports. Vale 3-1 against Kraken Esports. So at least Kraken Esports got one, but hope they get better seeding in the next couple of Brutal Skill tournaments, but it doesn't look promising to be fair, to be honest. Nevertheless, a lot of clubs to get tonight, more than 600 I think. So we now have all the semi-finalists of all the groups. I think the only upset will be TR and MT, but the rest of them pretty much something that you would predict that will happen. So it will be Bluff versus Act. So let's look at the screen now. Legion versus Crayon, Crash versus INS. Group 5 we have Unlucky versus Souls, He4 versus Immortals. Next we have Group 6. Group 6 we will be seeing I versus TM and APA versus Oppa. This is going to be an interesting one. I will have to find out who is streaming that group. Group 7 we have Quake versus TR and MT, and TKT versus Vale, and Fujin will keep on following Vale for now. Dispatching Kraken Esports at the start. Group 1 we have Bluff versus Act 2 and Olendi versus Raid. Group 2 we will see Zenith versus RBMK. Second team of RBMK. Akva versus Bart. Group 3 we know it's going to be the first team of RBMK versus the Pork team, and Rejects versus Sagratus. We will also see Group 4. Group 4 they will be Legion versus Crayon and Cash versus INS. Group 5 we will be seeing Unlucky versus Souls and He4 versus Immortals. I think I've announced all of them already. I'm just going to have to find streams. Let's see who is following Group APA. Everyone is going to be following APA Group 6. At the same time, Nino is not streaming tonight. We have Parablast following He4 in Group 5. Daddy is streaming, and Ukrainian following Legion in Group 4. I'm following Group 3 Rejects, of course. Manu will be following Akbar in Group 2. Fujit following TQT in Group 7. Oh, he is following TQT, not Vale versus Craft Esports, actually. Raid will be followed by I shot. That is a group 1. He's streaming in Russian. Yeah. So we have everything now. So we just have to wait for the next battle to come up, and that will be in around 40 minutes from my time, also your time, because the delay is going to be the same for my voice and the stream. Let's try our luck in that 50B again. It was I don't know how we lost that, to be honest with you. That Death Star really did a lot of amazing kills.
Move out.
Oh yes, and after this I will update the leaderboard to show you the new rankings of the teams. With Turks not qualifying, they will drop out of top 20, but they will be still in the top 32. So their chances in the top 16 will be lower, but not out of this yet.
Scratch them.
Come on,
Frag. Hit.
come on.
Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Sail out. This vehicle has had it.
Might have gone too aggressive, but I don't know. Hopefully the team will be able to follow up. That Star needs to relocate. No line supplier there, unfortunately. That was a great shot from the 60 TP. We got another one down. Oh, we lost another one. Death Star relocate. You have no shots. Oh, we lost another one too. Oh. Yeah. It's not a win, is it? Well, let's take a look at the scoreboard then. Okay, so let's do this. All right. Okay. Now let's take a look at the new leaderboard. Right. We are now seeing this. I don't think anything about have changed. I don't think a lot has changed. We still are seeing 6 teams with 20,640 cups in the first place. APA Rejects, Raid, Legion, Immortals, and Akbar. Sagratus, TKZ, Opera, and also Quick. 7th place, 20,234 cups. Bluff, Quick are in the 11th place with 20,028 cups. Cash and I and RBMK currently in the 13th place with 19,914 cups. Below, we are also seeing He4, Pog, So 16th place, 90,708 cups. Bart, Vale in 19th, and we lost Turks in this situation. And we are only seeing both Bart and Vale in the 19th place this time round. So Turks INS will now be occupying the 21st place spots with 90,340 cups. I hope MFG by the end of tonight they will qualify they will be in the top 30 by 32, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure at this point. Zenith at the moment 18,028 cups, so that's still quite a long way for Zenith to catch up. But this is a good opportunity for Zenith to do well. I think the seeding is going to be good. If they finish 2nd place, it will shoot them way up to the leaderboard. So good luck to everyone. I think the room should be up pretty soon. And I have to load the game again. And we are going to be seeing Ragex versus Sagratus. This is going to be interesting because Sagratus is currently in the 7th place. If they win against Rejects, they are going to be closer to the top 8. I don't know how well they are at the moment. Sagratus was here a long time ago, but they had lots of people from Vale back then. So this is going to be a team that I don't know much of. So bear with me on this. Let's see how well they perform. But Rejects certainly against OGC, I think they should be okay. They should be doing fine. The poll, you can still vote. I'm going to leave it open for a bit longer. Rejects currently 63% of you are voting in favor of them winning Group 3. Not as high of a percentage as we saw on the Apex server with GB, but even GB only managed to win on a tiebreak against the RX, so never say never. RBMK or Pork, they can really surprise us. So if you don't know already, Rejects are spearheaded by boy official, also known as Vano, if I am not mistaken. This is an international team. They don't have as many CIS players as last season, but they still have the likes of Slovina and Scorpion in their ranks. So this is going to be a mixed language speaking clan. Really excited to see how well they're playing this season. Favorites alongside APA and ARWV to take home the crown. And will we see a new challenger? We will find out in the professional tournament. But right now, let me get into the room and let's get ourselves ready for yet another entertaining fight of Rejects versus Sagratus. I'm just going to save my voice. I'm not going to shout before we get into the battle, because this is where all the important stuff happens, and we have Rejects in, Sagratus also in, Spade, just like their clan logo. Great to see you here. Show us what you're made of. And Rejects Are they going to use the same strategy as they did against OGC, or are they going to play a variant of that? Sagratus might have watched my stream to find out what how rejects are playing, so they will have first-hand information probably, or no, second-hand information here. Will that give them an advantage? But as I said, you don't want to play the same playstyle over and over again. That makes you predictable, and predictability is a common enemy in Clan Wars. You don't want to be completely countered. You want to diversify your strategies. You want to have that level of unpredictability, and I think this is what Rejects will be aiming for this season. And last season we saw they can play quite defensively. They can play with the usual EU meta style where we focus more on strategies and positioning and caps, but they're playing like the CIS meta, which is a lot of brawling, rushing. Depends highly on teamwork, communication, and individual skills. Not much on strategies. In terms of how you will position your tanks right at the beginning to gain a map control. This is something completely different. The CS meta is completely different than the EU meta. But we have less than 3 minutes to go, so let's get into the room and let's get ourselves ready for yet another entertaining match. It's Rejects versus Sagratus, and we are starting on Faust. Rejects double MLEs, and we are also seeing a VK90, a VK72, and triple Strift Ks. On the other hand, Sagratus, a T110E5, Hamza, and MLE. Oh, I think I know you. Long time ago. It's great to see you playing still. Lovely, and Money double Strift Ks, Valor in the Object 777 alongside Techie, and Atlantic in the WZ13. Object 777 is a tank that I see teams play from time to time. I think it fits more to the old meta whereby it has armor. It's a great tank to defend. I believe the mobility is okay, semi-decent, like i7. I don't remember about the gun. I think is okay-ish too. So it's kind of a jack of all trades. And it's versatile, but if you're up against like the Strip Ks and the MLEs, I think you will surely be up DPM'd, but it's still a tank that you can cope with pretty decently. Let's say how they are going to use those 777s. But I mean, you should be seeing the end of the poll now. 62% you have voted for Rejects. We have 7 people watching at the moment now. Let's go in. Sagratus versus Rejects. Rejects going with the new meta, the Strift K MLE meta. They have more hit points at the beginning, and they are going to be playing from the north spawn. Sagratus blue team from the south. Let's say what Rejects going to do. Right.
Let's get this show on the road.
Rejects. Nagabator. Oh, Nagabator going for A instead. Punisher. Dropping the speed boost Bobby, going to capture C. But who will get to the base first? Is it Money? Or is it going to be Bobby Fischer? It's going to be Bobby Fischer in C. Money is going to capture D alone, but will he be reset? Let's find out now. Oh, so Meichi shares fired to the direction of Money, but he has not been reset. That puts Sagratus quite close in cap points. They only need to kill a tank to flip the cap points back to their favor, but can they do this, or will they go for a rush instead? And Rejects, can they conserve their hit points? This is uncharted territory for Rejects. But Sagratus will be capturing A, and they will now get a cap lead, but will Rejects be flustered? No one is resetting D, so that gives D a free cap for Rejects. And Sagratus, they can't really get B. Rejects have tanks positioned there. So Sagratus once again will not have the cap lead, and Rejects can defend, and they will have to conserve the hit points. Sagratus, are they lining up for a push over to Rejects spawn? Might be a good idea. Rejects, most of the tanks are not there. Negative beta spotted on the backside. Wunsch pulling back a little bit. That could send a signal to Sagratus that Rejects don't have a lot of tanks near C, but we will see what Sagratus is going to do here. They're going for a push right now. There is still some time, as they are still like 350 cap points away from rushing, and that's around 2 minutes to go for them. Less than 2 minutes now, but still some time to respond, but they don't want to leave it for way too long. We should see what they're going to do. Rejects not losing any hit points, but so is Sagratus, so this is going to be a hard push for Sagratus, but Rejects is holding up really well. Sagratus still looking for that weakness, but they aren't able to chip away hit points of Rejects, so it's going to be tough. I don't know, Sagratus aren't able to bleed Rejects by any means. Corsu gets a lot of shots in. Oh no! Oh, 1 out of 8 points now. This is going from bad to worse for Sagratus, unable to shoot anything onto Rejects. This is going to be an extremely tough push. How are they able to respond to that? This is going to be extremely tight. Money takes a hit. And with Money spotted and going back to the spawn, Rejects will now be fortifying the D cap. Atlantic going from down under, going for B. Takes a shot from Bobby Fischer. Rejects not losing any hit points still. The hit point advantage is firmly in favor of Rejects. Atlantic tries to capture a B, but that will not give them the cap point advantage. They will have to capture D as well. And this is what Valor is doing at this point. Let's look at play. A lot of shots onto Valor. Double tap. I don't know how many taps, but Valor down to 711. And Sagratus is unable to find a breakthrough here. But I think Rejects are trying to get Corso out. Corso's now very low. Scorpion looking to land that final blow onto Corso. The first tank down for Sagratus. Valor is dead. And Sagratus are now trying their last ditch effort onto Bobby Fischer. Atlantic is dead. But it's not going to be enough for Sagratus to win. Rejects just holding off amazingly well. Not losing any hit points in the defense. I think this is a very rare occurrence. Sagratus unable to be in positions to shut down Rejects. They try to push, but it looks very hesitant. And it's understandable, because if you can't deal any damage to the opponent, if you're lining up for a push, then it's going to be a really tough push. And Rejects made sure Sagratus can't find any weakness whatsoever, so it's perfection for Rejects. Sagratus, I feel very sorry. They haven't done anything terribly wrong. It's just the odds are heavily stacked against them. They have nothing much they could do. It's just, I don't know. Even if I'm playing in Sagratus, I would probably have no idea what to do. So, props to Rejects. This is just complete domination. Just Sagratus. Just I feel very sorry for that. Rejects. Are they going for another thrashing here? Rejects. Oh dear. Oh dear. I just can't find. I don't think there is much to fault. It's just just broke down Sagratus completely there. And they're now going to be taking quintuple strip case, double MLEs, a VK and Sagratus, double strip case, double 777, 113 MLE, and 60 TP. Exploding guy, thanking me for streaming rejects. You're more than welcome for that. You can see why rejects are one of the favorites for winning the season. I don't know. I don't know if this is why I don't have a lot of views tonight. It's because people are predicting the games to just go, just to be like a one-way street. Simply put, rejects could be the last time. I don't know. We will see how I'll be arranged to stream in the professionals tournament, but I would love to see them playing again. The play is going to capture D more quickly as Sagratus going for say money again, split second behind, and rejects will have the cap lead. And this is going to challenge Sagratus, but with rejects. Rejects are going to hold off a little bit right at the beginning, not pushing right in. Actually, Sagratus got C first because I think Winch gets reset. So, no, you didn't get reset. Someone must have gone into C briefly to give Sagratus the cap lead. Now they can defend. Sagratus can defend, and just like Regis last battle, they don't have to do much. They just have to conserve hit points, and this is going to be a challenge for Rejects to rotate the final weakness of Sagratus. But what they've done a lot better than Sagratus last battle is that they are able to chip away hit points of the other team, making it a little bit easier for them to push. And they have more than 1k of hit points of advantage, so that's great start for Rejects, but not definitive yet. They can try to get A, but Sagratus are well aware of this, and they might be looking for a reset. But Punisher is just going for A anyway. Sagratus are going to make a response to that for sure, as we are seeing Atlantic, Taki, Valor trying to reset Punisher. Punisher takes a shot, Taki takes another shot, and it's going to be a Doxton potentially over to A. Lovely takes a hit, Lorbina takes a hit. Sagratus keeping up with the trading game, and it's great to see because this is going to be a tough one for both the teams here. Rejects with 3 tanks here. I think Sagratus may have made a mistake. They have outnumbered themselves over the southwestern corner, and Rejects are now making a push onto Taki. Taki's now down to 1 shot. And Vela is not going to be the focus for Rejects for now. And maybe now it is the case. Allowed to come in to support the team. Takes out Lorbina, and it's now a 6 vs 6. As Atlantic will be the focus for Rejects. And Sagratus are now trying to reinforce. Valor gets taken out. Great focus fire for Rejects. Atlantic out. It's now a 6 vs 4. With the focus now on to play from Sagratus and Lovely for Rejects. Play, can he survive? He needs to get off here. Hamza puts a shot onto Scorpion. I don't think this is what he wants to do. Lovely is now dead, and it's now going to be a 6 vs 3. Hamza very low. The focus for Rejects down to 1 shot. Bobby accidentally blocked Punisher shot, but it doesn't matter at this point because it's certainly going to be in favor of Rejects and Sagratus. It's not going to win this one again. This is another dominant performance by Rejects. Not much to do in this situation. Sagratus might have played themselves, putting themselves in a very good disadvantage over to the southwestern corner. But you can blame them for that, but I would say it's more to do with Rejects timing that push really well before Sagratus are able to respond. And this is why Rejects are one of the best teams on the EU server. Again, what more can I say? I just forgot to update their scoreboard because I just put the scoreline to the wrong group. Until APA shows up, we will see. We will see. But Rejects, holy cow! Sagratus, I feel very sorry. They will be scratching their heads. How are they going to win? How are they going to win? Rejects looked simply invincible. I think one of the ways to win them is just to keep them, to spot them, put shots into them, bleed them at the start. If you are able to bleed them just enough, you will win, probably. But Rejects, that teamwork, that cohesion, that communication is a FIFA dream. I mean, everyone wants to play as well as them. They just look flawless. I don't know. Rejects. Let's see how they will play against RBMK. That's just don't know. At this moment in time, they just look extraordinary. And Sagratus, not their fault again. So they tried very hard. The last battle they came close, but then that push of Rejects just flip things around and just don't get too disappointed, Sagratus. I know you can do this. Let's show why you deserve to be considered a top 8 contender, and that starts on Camp Steer. Rejects, red team from the south spawn. Sagratus, blue team from the north spawn. Rejects having such a huge advantage at the moment. And Sagratus, I don't know. Let's hope we will see something different here. And we are seeing Corsu in the T100 LT looking to drive into A to spot to cap that. Are we seeing that happening? And we are not seeing that happening because Foley Fisher tries to go really aggressive right at the beginning. Tries to put a shot onto Corsu, but will Sagratus be quick enough to shoot stuff onto Bobby? No, they couldn't. And Bobby ran away because the rest of Sagratus are marching towards A. And Bobby Fisher is now safe. But there are a lot of shots coming in from the 50 base. They're now trying to put shots onto the tanks. They're trying to gain hold of that slope. Unfortunately, that might have put Sagratus in such a tight pocket. And Tanky's now down to 1 shot. Reject signing this one again very well. Tanky is the first one to go down. Hamza is probably the next one to go down. He needs to go backwards because Sagratus now trying to go for Slobina. But Punisher is making it very difficult for them to do so. Corsu takes a hit. But now Hamza is dead. Rejects have now found a breakthrough and now pinchering Sagratus. Z3 is now out of the fight. Slobina is still alive. And Atlantic will get a tank out. No, he couldn't. Rejects got Atlantic just in time. Corsu really low. Boy Fisher takes the kill. No, it's Punisher ramming onto Corsu now. Lovely, and Money, the last people standing. Money, the last person standing. It's another walkover for Rejects, sadly. Money, it's out, and Rejects still have 7 tanks alive. Phew, what on earth was that? Rejects not feeling any pressure at all. Again, great start, great shots on the crossing. They just studied every map to its finest detail, put themselves in the right positions, just gave themselves a good solid hit point advantage, and that's all it needs in this brawl. 4 tanks doing more than 2k, and Sagratus got completely outplayed once again. Not because they are a terrible team, it's just because Rejects are just on fire. Again, one of the best teams on the EU server. Not to say Sagratus is a terrible team. Sagratus can do really well at the right moments, but the experience is just way ahead for Rejects, and Sagratus can take these battles. They can study them, find out what they can do better. I think it's highly likely due to their strategy, except for the last battle, which kind of tends more to the strategy, in my opinion, initial strategy. But the Faust ones, it is more to do with Rejects just not losing any hit points. Just the micro management of Rejects is world class, unprecedented. Sagratus, they will be going to the lower to the match for third place. But until then, we will see which opponent we will be playing against in the final. Let's see, we have results already. Okay, Beloved 3-0 against Act 2 and Raid 3-0 against Olendi, and they are going to be facing one another in the final. Zenith still play against RBMK 17, Aqua 3-0 against Spot. Again, the wrong scoreline. Sorry about that. Don't know why I keep on putting the wrong scoreline in the wrong groups. The right scoreline in the wrong groups. Legion 3-0 against Crayon. Cash still playing against INS. Immortals 3-0 against He4. Great performance there. APA 3-0 against Opa. Sorry for Opa, but great win for APA. Quick 3-0 against TRNMT, and TKT are still playing against TKT. Veil still playing against TUT, and we have some results here. I will need to get some snack. I might have to buy some snacks before. Let's see how many Snicker bars I have left, and see if I need to get some snacks before the next couple of battles and streams. I mean, because I'm feeling really hungry and out of energy. You can also hear from my voice that I'm slowly losing my energy and enthusiasm. But I will fix that. I hope that Snickers bar is going to help me. So, bear with me on that. All right, I'm back. Let me just get a win with the 50k, please. And let's see, we have more results coming in after playing a couple battles. Mines is the first map we're going for in this round of games. What does that say?
Up and at 'em, lads. Damage them.
Death Star is there, so I can go and try push the 400. No, 60. 50p, you know?
Damage them.
I will push, but yeah. But maybe not now.
Penetration. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy vehicle destroyed. Penetration.
And I'm on drone reload, so I can't push. I think you can't push that because the enemy team's trying to deal with this side, and we don't have enough tanks to do this. We have lots of tanks. But I'm on the drone reload, I can't push. I know you want to push. I know the desperation, but not the right moment, unfortunately.
Enemy armor is hit. Enemy armor destroyed.
Oh.
We've damaged them.
Well, that star has already rotated.
Enemy armor is damaged. Penetration. Ammo rack is hit. We're lucky it didn't blow. We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged.
And Australia win this time. There is no doubt about that. So that's great.
Gotcha.
And good damage. So yeah. Happy about this. Finally I win with 50B. And do we have more results coming in? Let me play the T100 LT next. Let's see. Oh, Zenit 3-1 against RBMK second team. Fantastic stuff from Zenit. And Group 3. RBMK's first team 3-0 against Paul, which will send Paul down to the match for third place. So well done to RBMK's first team. Cash 3-1 against INS. But INS will be very happy about the how far they've come. If they can win against Crayon, that is even better, but 4th place is going to be helpful in the scenario where the seeding is not ideal at all. They want to go as far as they could to seal that top 32, because last time they didn't have good seeding, and they didn't qualify to the top 32. I are still playing at the moment. Vale 3-1 against TQT. Great job to Vale. Not sure if it's a bit of an upset though. I had TQT with Thomas Peterson predicted to finish in the top 8, but Vale this time will qualify to the final and they will get sub cups. And they will face Quick in the final. The only groups we're waiting for will be group 5 and 6. So what we can do now is to update the leaderboard. And let's do this. So we will see some changes now. Okay, so let's say if we have a new leader. No, we still have 6 talents with 21,278 cups. Quick will now be in the 7th place with 20,864 cups. Joining the top 8 will be Bluff with 20,658 cups. Cash and RBMK are now in the 9th position with 20,544 cups. With that said, TQT, Sagratus, Vale, Opera, all in the 11th place, 20,234 cups. Unlucky, 15th place, 20,028 cups. I at the moment 19,914, and they will gain more cups if they win against DM, and So's will also gain more cups if they win against Unlucky. However, at the moment, we're seeing He4, Pog, So's tied in the 17th place with 90,708 cups, but in the 20th place, 90,604 cups. And I don't think we have a tie here. No, we don't have a tie. Turks INS 90,340 cups in the 21st place. So, let me play another one, and we shall see. We are seeing results for group 4 and 6. Then let's go. No, group 5 and 6. I think it is.
Let's go. Penetration.
Oh, I dodged 2 bullets. Would have been catastrophic if I took 2 of them there. But yeah, I run. No, I think we're going to lose. I don't really see us losing this.
Got 'em.
Maybe we still have a chance, but
Ricochet. Enemy armor is hit.
maybe we still have a chance. Actually,
Enemy armor is hit. Track hit. The commander's injured. He can't focus. We've damaged them. Ammo rack hit.
oh no.
Penetration. Bail out. This vehicle has had it.
That was a timely ammo rack. Unfortunately. Nah. Let's see. The rest of the results. We don't yet. Good fights going on, still going on. Yeah, no new results. So I'm gonna play another one with T100 LT. As we wait. Oh, can we win? Nah. There's but they all bounced. Oh no! How did you miss that one? It's shirtless. Should have lost now. No repair kit. Oh. Let's do this again. Bacoville.
Time to roll out. Penetration.
No. Not the pink spike. At least it's not putting me in a terrible situation. Better than that.
Penetration. We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged.
Bounce, yes.
We've damaged them. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is hit.
Come on, Peekaboo.
Enemy armor is damaged.
I think I can do this without taking a hit.
Enemy armor destroyed.
That's how we roll, yes. Our C area is in a bit of trouble. We can win this. It's not like the 50B situation where we lost because of that Death Star. The Death Star is no more. So that is out of the equation.
We didn't even scratch them.
Yeah, it's a win. It's a win. do, do I have a do I have time to play another one? That's I don't know. Um, that's a good. That's good. That's good. Damage, and I've done more missions. Fabulous. Let's see. We have more. We have the results of Group 5 and Group 6. And we do have the results. Unlucky 3-2 against SOS. Unlucky really stepped up tonight, and it's really good to see that. Because their rating was the power rating of Unlucky was really not that good. Do I have the power rating of that? No, I haven't checked the power rating, but the results show will put them up here, and Group 6, what do we see here? 3-2 against DM for I. Didn't expect that to be close, but props to DM for bringing this to the end. And I will face APA, and Immortals will face Unlucky. Alright, we do have 10 minutes left to go. Let me see. I think Unlucky I have them down very low. So really good job to them. Doing well. Yeah, they will earn a lot of points. They were below MFG before the games began tonight. They had to be below them, and now they will be above MFG. That was a close scoreline against SOS. Probably wouldn't increase Unlucky's rating by a lot, but I don't know. We'll put them close to top 20. I don't think they can get to top 20 tonight. Yeah, no, I don't think so. So we will see how well Unlucky plays in the next couple of Pro Skill tournaments, and it's in the final, and that means here we are, the new Cups leaderboard. We have Cash, I, and RBMK tied 10th place, 20,544 points. The loss of SOS will put them now to 17th, and Unlucky will be with Bluff in the 8th place with 20,658 cups. Whether any of the clans below Unlucky will go beyond them is something we will see tonight, and Bluff will have to win again to raid in order to secure top 8 tonight. Hoping that quick, and Unlucky will not win their respective games. And I think the room will be up in around 8 minutes, so I will not. The room will be up in around 3 minutes, so I will not play a game. I will wait. So let me go to the toilet real quick. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back, so let's follow. Rejects versus RBMK. RBMK, if they get the first place, that will put them close to a top 8. If they don't, they still have another chance in the next 2 Pro Skill tournaments, but the gap between the teams that are currently tied in with 21,278 cups, that gap will widen and it will become increasingly difficult for clans below them to go beyond those 6 clans. We could lose some. I mean, we could lose Raid, and we could lose Raid. It looks like one of the suspects that would drop points, but you never know, they can show up and play really well against Bluff. You know, Bluff lost 1-4 to Immortals. They played the first battle really well, but then the next couple just doesn't seem to be in form. Will we see something like that for Rejects? Will they lose steam in this matchup? RBMK have received a room invite and they will show up soon, but I'm not going to jump into that until we are below that 3-minute mark, or beyond that, to be or even way below that. I see how I feel about this. Once again, your current top 8: APA Raid, Immortals, Legion, ARWV, Rejects, Quake, Beloved, Unlucky. In the top 8, I named 9 clans, and that is because both Bluff and Unlucky are tied with 20,658 cups. Unlucky showed up tonight, knocked out MFG and SOS. Those clans are the ones that are that I think would have been able to beat Unlucky, but they showed up, and that is going to put them as a contender to get to top 8. But those clans below Unlucky are going to be eyeing to overtake. Let's see. Let's also re-announce the finalists of all 7 groups. And we have Group 5, Unlucky and Immortals as the grand finalists. And we have Group 6 being I and APA, also known as Onyx Game Team for the I clan tag. The 3rd place match, DM versus Oppa. It will be. Following that will be Group 7, Quake vs Veil, as Veil dispatched both Cracked Esports and CQT, so great results that happened there. TR and MT will be playing against TQT in the match for 3rd place. Meanwhile, in Group 1 we have Bluff versus Raid. This is a game to watch, and I think iShot is following this. Group 2 we have Zenith versus Aqua. 2nd team RBMK against Bot. But they would not earn cups for RBMK, as the other RBMK team have qualified to the finals in Group 3, which we are going to be following. They are up against Rejects, the match for 3rd place in Group 3, being Pog and Sagratus. Yes. Group 4, Legion versus Cash, and the match for 3rd place will be Crayon versus INS. Can INS get the maximum number of cups that they should get? Tonight we will say Group 5, I think I've announced, so and he were in the match for 3rd place, and we only have 1 minute and 30 seconds to go. Let's go in and see the tanks that both teams are going to take, and to no surprise, you are seeing a lot of Strip Ks and MLEs. GATS 2 is taking that 1-1B. It has the reactive armor. It's also the only medium tank to have a reactive armor, so it's going to be intriguing to see how it comes to play in their strategy. But you'll expect the playstyles of both teams to be quite similar. Rejects going for triple strip Ks, double MLEs, double 50Bs. Both teams going for aggressive playstyle. It's all about focus fire and communication, teamwork, individual skills. They are all put into test best of 7, I have to remind you. The team that wins 4 battles will win the fixture, not 3. I forgot about that in the last previous skill tournaments, but the system also forgot that, so I was forgiven. But hopefully this time we won't see another hiccup, and we don't have to get into a training room to figure out who is going to win. RBMK, also known as FB69 in the last previous skill tournament. RBMK Energy, a lot of them were from the pink team. As for the Rejects team, you all know, finished second in the spring season this year. So both teams are really strong. Let's see what both teams are going to do. And up we go. RBMK, red team from the north spawn, will be going mostly to C, with Rejects blue team from the south spawn will be going mostly to C as well. We could see a big brawl coming in there. But let's follow Winch in the 50B, and the rest of RBMK will try to get C right at the beginning. I think we might see lots of crossfire coming in, but Winch and Play are looking at an empty lane. But now MMEs is spotted. Winch coming from behind. Flame hiding his tank. And the 50Bs are hesitating at this point, because Gats2 is behind them. And RBMK. MMEs are turning. The 50Bs are coming in. Flame will be the focus here. Winch puts a shot. Flame puts another shot. And they need Flame out of the way. Flame down to 1 shot now. But at the same time, we are seeing Winch taking a lot of hits. Mark silent. It's a next time down for Rejects. No, it's RBMK. Winch down to 1 shot. As Punisher is the focus for RBMK 5 versus 7 here. Punisher struggles to run away. He's a 1 shot. Pause. Misses a shot. But it will be ASD getting the kill, or I can say it's a keyboard smasher. 4 versus 5, brain dead. Not going to say that. Pause is now going to receive a big HE shot from behind from Bobby Fischer. Plays out. Pause is out. Nagabator puts a big shot onto the keyboard smasher, and Bobby Fischer aims to put a killing blow to the keyboard smasher. And that brings us to only 2 tanks remaining. Rejects with a lot more hit points for RBMK with that medium tank. This could change a lot of things, but is it going to be too much for RBMK to handle? Violentus takes a fire from Bobby Fischer, probably an incendiary shot, and Gats2 unable to do much. Hopeless has to be sent to hospital for this. Carnage from Rejects. Scoreline will be 1-0 to Rejects. Strong start to Rejects. Focus fire. Very on point. The double 50Bs, they are used to their optimal effect. And if they can, I mean, this is kind of their idea. The 50Bs are there to clip out a tank and put them at a numerical advantage pretty much throughout the game. And RBMK RBMK are pretty much down by a tank throughout the entire brawl, and that puts your effective DPM a lot lower than Rejects. So even if RBMK are taking tanks quite similar to Rejects, that one single tank has changed everything. So are we going to be seeing RBMK taking a double 50Bs to do something similar as Rejects? But Rejects, on the other hand, are dropping their 50Bs, the double 50Bs, which is the main reason why they won the last battle in the first place. So this is a tight battle, but it will be Rejects getting that first battle win. Hi Thornful, how are you doing? Great to see you here. Rejects 1-0. Triple MLEs, triple strip case of TVP. With them not taking the double 50Bs, is this going to be a price to pay? And RBMK will take double TVPs, a 50B, a 1-1B, and a triple strip case. They're trying to counter what has brought so much success to Rejects in the last battle. Can they clip out a tank right at the beginning and bring this to a tie? But will Rejects teach us how you can deal with the Clippers right at the beginning. That's better now. It's 1-0 for Rejects. We're back on the open start. Are we going to be seeing another huge brawl over to the southeastern corner? Only they will know, not us. And yeah, I really love this aggressive play style from both teams, but the double TVPs and the 1-1B, these tanks are going to be dangerous AF. And Rejects will go again to C, with RBMK going to AB this time. So both teams are going for different areas. So Rejects, they might be able to get the cap early, but no, they are expecting RBMK to go to C. With RBMK knowing that Rejects will go to C, they are going to get A, immediately bringing Rejects to a cap advantage. Mark Silent is spotted as Negative Beta is also spotted. And C will be captured by Winch. Bobby is spotted, but if they push further, they will go to low ground, and that might not be good news for them. So they will have to stay put. Figure out how to deal with this, where Flame could potentially be isolated, and he's going up. Perfect time to put a lot of shots in. Great shot from Bobby into Flame, but Flame manages to get out of the low ground here. He could have been taken out right at the beginning. Play takes a hit from the keyboard smasher, and he has dropped the tungsten shell. Now the adrenaline, I think Rejects are feeling the push, and they're going to make it. Pulse takes a hit, but Rejects are now going in with the triple strip case. But now the TVPs are coming in, and the 50Bs are also doing that. And they're trying to clip out Scorpion. Scorpion is in deep trouble. Down to one shot, gets taken out. And Rejects are now coming in full force, trying to get Gats to out of the fight. But now now Winch is on the drum reload. Bobby is going to put a shot onto Flame, leaving Negabeta to put a shot onto Flame, and Gats 2 is down, Lens is down, and it's now a 5 vs 5. Hippos are very close. Slobina is now dead, and Brain is now in deep trouble, getting focused by all the tanks of Rejects. But Negabeta is full health. I don't know if RBMK is going to focus that. Pulse is going to stay behind. He does not have a lot of hit points. Brain is out of the fight. And it's now 4 vs 4. Hit points are now in favor of Rejects. Rejects have managed this push pretty good. Pretty solid push. RBMK might be a bit too spread out in this situation, but they have kept up the momentum. And Winch will be coming to put a shot on the Flame, but it's a miss. Mark Silent, it's now one shot. Winch is going to get a kill onto Mark Silent, meaning it's a 2 vs 4. Bobby down to a one shot. The keyboard smasher gets Bobby out of the fight. And it's now a 1 vs 3. Helicopters will be ready to retrieve the keyboard smasher and deliver them back to the garage. But can he get Punisher out of the way first? Oh, the terrain is acting against him. Winch is almost fully reloaded, jumps off the ledge. Great shots. And the keyboard smasher will not be able to kill Punisher, and Punisher will live for another day. And the keyboard smasher will be airlifted to the nearest garage, and we're going to the next map. 2-0 for Rejects. Another all-rounder performance by Rejects, but RBMK, I think this is the closest that any team has come tonight. I mean, they have done a good job to clip out a tank right at the beginning, but it's not enough. Problem is RBMK have spread quite a lot, and they weren't able to connect with one another as well as Rejects did in the last battle. I think this is one of the main difference here for this battle. Not to say RBMK played terribly. They know they managed to keep Rejects at bay, but Rejects are simply inhesitant. Is it the right word? Or is it unhesitant? Inhesitant. Rejects are on fire, 2-0 already, and they could do a Grand Slam. Who say they can't? They can do a Grand Slam for the second previous skill tournament. I don't know if they actually lost any battle in the second and first stage. Just double check. Oh, they do. They actually lost one against OAE, so they aren't going to do a clean Grand Slam, but they're close to do, like, in the sense of Grand Slam or match wins throughout. So the RBMK will take triple MLEs. triple Strift Ks, and a VK. Meanwhile, rejects are going to take the double 50Bs. It's that strategy that makes rejects so lethal in the first place. Winter Mine Northcutt is another brawly map, I would say. Well, it depends on how you play it, but it can get really brawly, and it could be brawls again all over the place in the southwestern corner. But we will see what's going to happen this time. RBMK probably impressed by the level of discipline that rejects have displayed tonight. They are not that far behind, but they really want to get that first battle win. Rejects look unstoppable tonight, and we are very impressed about this. Of course, definitely shriveled off the shrivel. Is it the right word? Shrivel. Let's say shook off the kind of the nervousness, the inconsistency. In the first critical skill tournament, rejects going to put their forces onto C, and we're seeing the first shot onto Mark Silent. They're also going for C, and Winch takes a double tap. Pulse takes another hit. RBMK tries to push to the northwestern corner, but they are paying a price for that. The keyboard smasher puts a great shot onto Winch. Both teams bleeding fairly equally, but it is rejects that needs to bleed less because they don't have the inherent hit point pool advantage, and they run into the issue of being too narrow, as they have like 6 tanks hugging around each other near a pocket, and this will be a really good chance for RBMK to start pincering them. But at the moment, RBMK is not running out, and they are getting the crossfire from rejects, so rejects are holding up really well. We're going to be seeing a push from RBMK, but this is going to be a really tough push because what's going to happen is that RBMK has lost so many hit points. Slorbina is now very low. RBMK has decided to push, and Slorbina is now down to one shot. Brain gets that first tank, and Bobby Fischer and Play will get gas tunics as RBMK tries to keep 50B as silent as possible. Gas 2 is taken out by Play. Punisher is out, and RBMK is trying to take Winch out of the fight. Winch down to one shot, and Winch hopes to put another shell in, but he cannot. Flame is a one shot, and there are only 4 tanks remaining for rejects, but they are all relatively healthy tanks. Flame is out, and Scorpion is now the focus. He's on fire, and he can't extinguish his fire, and that is going to put rejects in a tough position. Bobby Fischer misses the shot, but Pause... Oh, no, he didn't miss the shot. He killed Pause by fire. Scorpion's down to one shot, and can he survive for any longer? Oh, I don't know if there is a kill right there, but... Oh, the keyboard smasher bounces! Scorpion, great chance to put another shot, maybe to kill Mark Silent. But he will get a shot into Scorpion. Mark Silent's killed by Bobby Fischer, and it's now 3 versus 2. Rejects might lose the first battle of tonight. Brain might land a big shell onto Negabator. Is now 3-2. Keyboard Smash is still alive, and that player could very well hold a key to winning this. Bobby Fischer going out of this. Negabator almost fully reloaded now. Negabator tracks Virulentus. That's a good track shot. And Virulentus gets shot at from behind by Bobby Fischer, but Brain is also from behind. I think Brain could kill Negabator, but Negabator, he can't kill Brain just in time, but Virulentus is out. 2 versus 1 now. Bobby Fischer, the solo light tank, he's going to run away. He's spotted, and Reject still has the cap point advantage, and that's going to matter a lot. But then Rain is trying to capture C. Bobby Fischer tries to put a shot onto Brain, but he is unsuccessful. Bobby Fischer has to play this one really carefully now. He is potentially a one shot to either tank. Any mistake will be costly. He do not want to make a big mistake. That would cost him the game. But he will relish the fact that the keyboard smasher is a one shot and Brain is a 2 shot. Bobby Fischer will have to play this one diligently, but there is still time. 10 cap points for 2 seconds of increase. Calculate the time now very quickly, and we will have around 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. But no, 3 minutes. Yeah. No. Only more than 1 minute to go. Not 3 minutes. Only more than 1 minute to go. There is still time. but there is not a lot of time, if you see what I mean. Bobby Fischer still unspotted. RBMK's tanks are not really moving at this point. They're defending the base for their lives. Brain is not spotted, but he's showing the side. The keyboard smash has been spotted. Bobby is not. Can Bobby get kill? He does get a kill! And it's now 1 versus 1. Will he get B? Brain will have a lot of pressure now. That's a hugely important kill. But we only have less than 30 seconds to go. Less than 30 seconds to go. I don't know if he can pull this off, to be honest. But no, not less than a minute to go. Let's say this. Less than a minute to go. Can he pull this off? Brain. He would need a high row. But he got a high row and got a win. And it's 1-2 for RBMK. Tungsten shell. It's the tungsten shell. Oh my god. That was super duper close. Bobby Fischer probably have missed the factor of tungsten shell. MLE, remember that. Remember that. Tungsten shell would do a lot more damage than a normal shell. It was super close in the end, right till the end. I think Bobby Fischer was predicting that the MLE is near B. Maybe that's why he's going for A. Remember, Rain wasn't spotted. However. What a tense, intense, highly intense. I don't have any more words for this. I'm speechless. Both teams play really well. RBMK's focus fire is really good. Rejects the problem. Pretty much in the beginning, just too tightly squeezed into a pocket. 6 tanks hugging each other, and this just gives a lot of room for RBMK to move. Rejects, although they traded a lot more effectively, the positioning just isn't as good as RBMK. I'm afraid there. And RBMK made use of that information to push on and got the crucial win with a kill onto Bobby Fischer by Brain in the MLE. 2-1 RBMK. Game is on. RBMK hoping to get another battle win to bring it to a tie. 2-2. We will see a tiebreaker. Rejects. This is not the time to go on tilt. There is still a really strong team, but the cracks are starting to show. Let's go into the 4th battle of tonight in the final. Winter by Novka. Wow. RBMK, red team from the south spawn, Rejects, blue team from the north spawn. This time, Rejects are going for B and C, and RBMK are going for A. Both teams going different ways, so this could become a cap strategy. Oh, big shot onto Flame by Bobby Fischer. Great start there. Rejects love to go into the right positions to farm right at the beginning, but Rejects will be committing forces onto. I'm sorry. That I sneezed, but RBMK will get a lead. Oh, I think we are seeing a push coming in. Slobina takes 2 hits. He's tracked, and I think you need to get Mark Silent. They are bleeding for pushing. Brain has been shot at. Winch going in with that mouse. Mark Silent is in trouble, but it has caused Rejects a lot of hit points there. Mark Silent puts a crucial onto play, but Mark Silent will go down. Negabator drops the reactive armor, but RBMK is still holding well. The hit points are still close, but they are unable to secure tank just yet. Rejects are sharing hit points, and this could become crucial in the mid-game phase. And Winch still full health in the mouse. RBMK are apparently ignoring them, but Rejects have got another kill onto Flame. Bobby Fischer running like a mad person. The keyboard smash is not going to last for long. Rejects doing all they could to share hit points, and that is why Rejects are one of the best teams on this planet. Rain down, and we are seeing Gats 2. The next focus for Rejects. Negabator very low to play out. Negabator a one shot. But Negabator puts a good shot onto pause, but he's on fire. He might be killed by fire, and he cannot survive. Probably not by fire, but by another shot from Winch. Winch still full health. Hey, no mouse, yes. And it's the right thing to do for RBMK. Issue is, RBMK aren't able to kill the low hit point pull targets. Rejects are able to hit point push share. That's another element as to why Rejects are one of the best teams on the EU server. Hit point push sharing. Tankers. It's why. It's why we're seeing a separation between the level of RBMK and Rejects. The scoreline is now 3-1 and Rejects are onto a match point. Rejects, hugely impressive performance tonight, and this is not over yet. RBMK, they at least won one against Rejects, and that is already a great win. They only need... Rejects only need to win one more. RBMK are now going for potentially counter a lot of German super heavies. Is this the counter that we'll be waiting for? Or will Rejects do something out of the box? Beware, this is Fort Despair. Fort Despair is known to be quite anti-meta because it's quite flat, not a lot of terrain. So it really favors those super heavies. So don't be surprised to see RBMK taking triple VK72s, 1 VK90, double MLUs and a Strift K, only one Strift K. Rejects are taking double Strift Ks, double MLUs and Object 777, no, 2 Object 777s and a Concept 1B, so it's a bit more of a versatile lineup. But they don't know RBMK is going full on heavy. Is this the lineup to beat Rejects? We'll find out very soon, but Rejects will feel less pressure than RBMK because of two factors. One is because Rejects are on the match point. Second, Rejects have more cups than RBMK. RBMK, if they want to get top 8, they need to win against Rejects to put themselves close to that top 8 spot. But at the moment, no. At the moment, no. Let's find out. RBMK versus Rejects. Fort Despair. Okay, RBMK, red team from the north spawn, Rejects south spawn with the blue team. Let's see. I'm going to be seeing a big brawl happening around B and C. We might see that happening. C will be under a lot of tension by both teams as... Oh, Rejects are playing quite defensively at the beginning. Probably in position to farm Winch. Oh, in a really interesting position, but will he have an angle to shoot tanks crossing to say? We shall see, but it's going to be really tight. He's not looking at that tiny little corridor. Maybe he's now looking at that, but that tank is really low in profile. I'm not sure he can do that. Oh, he can do that actually. Good shot onto Violentus together with Bobby Fischer. Now RBMK are going to rotate away because they can't go to C. They will get farmed and shot at for doing that. Boss will get B. And Rejects. The keyboard smasher has taken a hit there. And B will be captured by RBMK. Bobby Fischer takes a hit. And that gives RBMK a cap point advantage. Rejects. Bobby Fischer loses more hit points. Negabator loses some more hit points. Flame took a hit. But it appears RBMK is trained better than Rejects. Oh my lord. RBMK are starting this battle really strongly. If they can keep that up, they have a lot more hit points too. They could get another win out of the bag. But Mark Silent might have gone too aggressive. This might be the chance to pull back for Rejects as Mark Silence down to 824. Huge mistake there. I don't know what's the idea. Oh my god! Winch gets an ammo rack. Which means it's now a 7 versus 6. But hit points are now getting closer and closer as RBMK might have hesitated way too long in the push. But they have a tank alive. They have one more tank. And that is going to be the key factor. They're trying to focus onto Punisher now. Slorbina is trying to get out of this. And it's now quite low. So RBMK, they need a tag out. And we're seeing another kill onto Mark's Silence. Slorbina is dead. Punisher is not going to last for long, and RBMK have reinstated a healthy hit point pool lead, and Rejects probably they're going to lose this battle. Bobby Fischer on fire. It's going to go away. And go away he shall. Gets to kill. They're gonna make it one shot. Gets killed by Flame. Scorpion and Play are the two remaining tanks alive in RBMK. This is possibly the counter lineup to go for. Perhaps GB could take notes of that when they face with a similar lineup as Rejects. The VK72 have done a lot of amazing things. Play receives a big hit from Pulse, and Scorpion ready to put a shot onto Virulentus. And he does put that shot in, but Scorpion is on fire and will be killed by fire. Leading Play, the last person standing, he kills Virulentus, but it's not going to be enough as 3 tanks of RBMK remain standing, meaning the scoreline is now 2-3 in favor of Rejects. What a game. Rejects. For the first time, I would say they've lost quite a lot of hit points when trying to push. They did not hesitate in that push. RBMK actually thought a second or two, but the initial hit point pool advantage they have pulled through. No, they have pulled away right at the beginning, plus the ammo rack on Winch are adequate. Just adequate. As we see RBMK 6 tanks doing more than 2k now. Rejects 3 tanks doing more than 2k. Game is all really for despair. Are we going to be seeing a tiebreaker now? Scoreline 2-3. Nothing is set in stone. RBMK are keeping up. They could potentially be our top 8 team. We'll find out now. Hi, English. I'm seriously watching at this hour because I am. It is now 9 p.m. in my time, so it's good time for me to commentate. Remember, I'm in the UK at the moment. I think which did he get quite an ammo rack? Oh no, I think he got an ammo rack with low hit points remaining. Yeah, he did. It did. Oh dear. And yeah, let's go back. Fort Despair now. Pulse is taking the Badger. Oh, there we go. RBMK versus Rejects. Fort Despair is the map. And will we see a tiebreaker tonight? RBMK. Double MLEs. A Badger. Double Object 777. Double Strift Ks. Rejects. Triple 60 TPs. Double 50Bs. A Concept 1B and a Strift K. Ditching their signature Strift K lineup. They only take one this time. It's quite unlike them, but again, Fort Despair. An anti-meta map. You have to throw everything out the window for this map, basically. This time, RBMK will commit their forces over to A, with Rejects looking to reset whoever's trying to get B. The 50Bs are ready. But Rejects, 60Bs are all spotted. The Keyboard Smasher have got that spot here. Brain, Stellar. Are they going to put shots in? And they do put some shots in, but Brain bounces, meaning Punisher only took a hit. 2 hits now. That was not a good edgy shot there. Now RBMK is feeling it. They're trying to push, but Stella has taken a couple of hits already. The 50Bs have come from behind. Stella is the focus for Rejects. Big shot to Stella. And Scorpion is almost fully reloaded, but low DPM of Rejects might come to haunt them now. And Negabator is now down to a 1 shot. He has to pull back. And he will pull back safely. Range is still very healthy. The hit points are quite close at this point. Bobby Fischer. That was a 1 shot. Passes down. 5 versus 7 now. Rejects now. They have the hit point put advantage and also the gun advantage. But Bobby Fischer is out. RBM here trying their best to reduce the hit point, the gun disadvantage. Scorpion's down. Gets to Punisher quite low. Down to one shot here. Hit points very close. Neck and neck. No one can afford a bounce. Flame on one shot. Can't survive for long. And play will buy as much time as possible. All the RBMK tanks are looking at play now. He needs to survive. He needs a bounce or two, but he can't survive for long. He's down to Mark Silent, meaning it's 3 versus 3. But Mark Silent gets a hit, down to one shot. Everything matters now. Winch fully reloaded, but he might be the focus for RBMK. That's not belong to Armor. RBMK wants him gone. And Winch will turn the attention to Brain. And the keyboard special being able to get Winch out. He does. Mega Beta has the full clip here. But the keyboard special will be able to get a kill. Or maybe not. Oh no, it's a low row. Oh, Mega Beta gets the kill. And it's a win for Rajax. Mega Beta, has he not survived? Has he not survived that? Oh my god. RBMK might have won. Oh my god, that was super duper close again. RBMK, you played your hearts up. No, nothing to be dejected, nothing to be disappointed here. You've shown us that you are a top 8 candidate. Let's hope you'll get a good seeding next time and show to us that you deserve to be in the top 8. But for now, tonight, they will be in the 2nd place. And they will have to hope that the last 2 previous skill tournaments are going to give them some good seeding. Rejects winning the group again. It's a 4-2 win. It's a close one, but Rejects showed us why they must not be taken lightly. 4-2 win. What more can you expect? Really edge of the seat stuff. And that concludes tonight's games. Wow. God. My nose is starting to do something bad against me. Okay, Oleni 4-2 against Axe 2. Which means Oleni will get a 3rd place. Meanwhile, let's see if there's more results come through. Aqua 4-2 against Zenith. And RBMK 2nd team 4-3 against But. Meanwhile, Sagratus 4-1 against Park. Well done to Park for well done to Sagratus, sorry. Sagratus for pulling back and getting about the loss against Rejects, because you know it's a bit too difficult to do so. INS! Oh wow! 1 against Crayon, an upset. Or maybe not, I don't know. But INS surely might be aiming for the top 16 for this win. Legion 4-0 against Cash. With Unlucky versus Immortals, they are still playing at the moment, but he lost to So's 1-4. Meaning, So's will finish in the 3rd place. At the same time, APA 4-0 and Opa 4-1 against DM. Group 7 we have Quake winning 4-1 against Vale. That is a great win for Quake, and that will potentially put them in a good position in the top 8, with TQT winning TRNMT 4-2. These are the results so far. I will not send you to watch other streams because I think they will end very soon. By the time the delay hits. But at the moment, iShots is streaming Blood versus Raid and Unlucky versus Immortals in Group 5, and that will be followed by Pyroblast. Well done to all the winning teams here. Let me just update the cups. Alright, let's update the leaderboard here. Hub's leaderboard now. We're going to find out whether Raid or Immortals will lose cups, but at least Quick will settle for 5th place for now into the top 8. Bluff might be in the top 8. We'll see whether Lucky can win or not. But we could see Unlucky not be in the top 8 if Immortals win. And Bluff will get into top 8 for the first time in the summer season. RBMK, Sagratus, Cash, Opera, TQT, all in the 10th place, 20,544 cups. Veil will rise to the 16th place with 20,234 cups, leaving Souls in the 17th place, T4 18th alongside Hog, INS 20th. I don't know if there are any teams with the same number of cups at INS, but INS are getting closer to top 16. They will be relishing about this closeness, but the seeding is going to be an issue. But let's hope that they won't get terrible seeding in the next 2 Proof of Skill tournaments, and they could possibly get into top 16. You never know. So yeah, I'll play one more battle and see. We have results. We have all results coming in. So great to say thank you. That was good performance by both RBMK and Rejects. Happy to see both teams working incessantly hard for the summer season. I only wish RBMK all the best in the next 2 Proof of Skill tournaments. They are very close in top 10, top 8.
Let's get this show on the road.
And I hope they will get a good performance in the next 2 Proof of Skill tournaments. I think the top 8 fight will be on officially. Ah, that was bad. Lord, please bounce. Yes.
We're stuck here.
And let me get into another position. Okay, precise bit again, but more carefully this time. I don't think I can get shots here, so maybe I'll go somewhere different. There's only one TD, and we spotted them already. I'm going to go down this gully, which I mean I would not get shot at. Oh, 60 CP, what have you done here? Oh, come on. Please. Oh, we got a tank down. We just have to survive. What we need to do.
We've damaged them.
Oh no, we're going to lose the Yakaroo, right? At least I'm still alive and close to... Yeah, I'm going to...
Enemy armor is hit.
No, I'm going up like that. Ooh, big shot there. Great shot, Yakaroo.
Ricochet. Enemy armor is damaged.
We just hold up.
Penetration.
Hold our breath. We should be able to overcome this.
Gotcha.
Just erring on the safer side. Oh, 50p. Please survive. For the love of God. And Yakaroo.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Sorry, I have to do it. Necessary evil, as I always say. Oh, maybe I could
Enemy armor destroyed.
not use a hit shell, so I don't get a ton of negative comments. Wow.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Well, a lot of us are low. I'm not low. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Great. I will go in first. I don't have BPM. I hit points.
We've damaged them. We're immobilized.
Yeah, we should be able to get this one.
Penetration.
No, we lost one. No, please. Sorry.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Fabulous. All round the performance by the team. Thank you very much for the help. Great damage for me. Great win. Great win to end the stream. Yeah. Love this. Thank you. Alright, then we have more Love won against Raid 4-2. Okay, this is going to get interesting now. We have at least one clan that is not going to be having the maximum number of cups. We now have we now only have 5 at the moment. Let's see about Unlucky versus Immortals. And that will be 4-2 in favor of Immortals, close one for Unlucky. But they've played, they've exceeded my expectations, so well done to them. They are now still close to that their coveted top 8 spot. But they won some important battles, which will be 3-2 against Souls, 3-1 against MFG. You have to keep this up for the next 2 Skill tournament spots. We now only have 5 clans with the maximum number of cups, and they are Immortals. They are Immortals. APA, Legion, Rejects, and Aqua. Raid and Quick will finish tonight with in the 6th place, 21,278 cups. Bluff will enter top 8 for the very first time, 21,072 cups. It all depends on the next 2 People Skill tournaments. Will we see a new challenger? The clans below Bluff: Unlucky, RBMK, Sagratus, Cash, Opportunity. These clans only have around 500 cups to separate them. So Bluff, if they keep on playing well in the next 2 People Skill tournaments, then they will have managed enough gap to stay in the top 8. And quick, pressure will be onto them. Will any clan below them be able to oust them tomorrow? It's not the day to know. We shall see. I can very well see RBMK Opera having a good run. Vale now in the 16th place. But yeah, we have all the results here. Let me just announce the rankings of all the groups. In Group 2, the first place, Aqua, Zenith 2nd, RBMK 2nd team 3rd, Bot 4th. Group 3, first place, Rejects, RBMK 2nd place, Sagratus 3rd place, Pog 4th place. Group 4, Legion 1st place, Cash 2nd place, INS 3rd place, and Crayon 4th place. Group 5, we have Immortals 1st place, Unlucky 2nd place, Souls 3rd place, He4 4th place. Group 5, we have announced it already. Group 6, APA is the 1st place. Is in the 1st place, Onyx Gang team 2nd place, Opera 3rd place, DM 4th. Finally, we have Group 7, Quick in the 1st place, Vale 2nd, TKT 3rd, TRNMT 4th. And Group 1, we have Bluff 1st, Raid 2nd, Olenli 3rd, and Axe 2 4th. And that's it. That's it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you very soon. Previous skill tournament for the Apex so will begin tomorrow. The second previous skill tournament, but I'll stream 2 days after as we follow the Apex server. Second previous skill tournament, and the day after that, is it? No. 2 days after that will be the EU server again. Third previous skill tournament, third day. The leaderboard could still change. There are only 5 clans with the maximum number of cups. Will anyone? I do think this is a decent top 8, but it's possible anyone from this top 8 would drop down. Thank you all and see you later. Bye for now. Cheers.